All right, our last question comes from Simon Ateba of Today News Africa. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for doing this, and thank you for taking my question. This is Simon Ateba with Today News Africa in Washington, D.C. I don't know if you've answered this. On the vaccine allocation, the Biden administration announced yesterday that 5 million doses out of the first 25 million vaccine doses to be sent out will be going to African nations and will be shared by the African Union. I would like you to speak a bit more about that. And are there any guidelines to the African nation in determining who gets what? And since the administration said yesterday that the fight against corruption is now a key component of the Biden agenda, is there any way of preventing corruption in vaccine distribution in Africa? Thank you.
Great questions. And Jeremy, maybe you can take the second one. I'll take the first one. One of the things that, quite frankly, has been very impressive and encouraging to us has been that the African Union has developed a continent-wide vaccination plan, had a very well-coordinated and quite effective response in the first wave of the pandemic, built its own supply chain. I mean, has really set itself up for success. Obviously, we want to get those vaccination rates up. And we thought the best way to do this was to consult with the AU and the Africa CDC, given the continental plan, to see how we proceed in this first phase. And again, I would reiterate, as I've said to several of you, that this is the first phase. So we will have those consultations, also include COVAX in those, and then make decisions on this first round of allocation. On your question on corruption and the effectiveness of vaccination programs, Jeremy, can I turn to you?
Sure. Yeah. I think it is crucially important that any country that's receiving these vaccines is distributing them in a way that is prioritized based on public health and on risk. And so one of the things that the COVAX consortium requires is that every country put together a national deployment and vaccination plan that will outline how it will be distributing and managing vaccines, and how it will target those vaccines, and has some monitoring capability in place to assess how that's going. And one of the reasons why we are working, through the in part through the COVAX platform and the distribution of these, as well as Gayle has outlined, through and in consultation with our partners in the AU, is because those kind of measures will be in place. So it provides more of an infrastructure for monitoring and accountability of how vaccines are distributed at the country level.